Hood Talk News, we on fire.
Yo, 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 what's good, what's good? Man, we got Wacky One in here today, y'all. And he asking Vlad, hey, is that you on that paperwork? Or rather, Vlad asking him, is he talking about him? And we got Joe Brown, man. Joe Brown talking about old Bill Cosby, man. But with no further ado, let's get into it, y'all.
Yo, who's the dude in the paperwork they call Jew Boy?
That's Vlad, man. You know that, man. Y'all work together.
What paperwork?
And Big U's paperwork. You didn't read through it?
Not all the way through.
It's
no.
a Jewish dude.
There's a
Isn't it?
Jewish dude in there?
They say his name was Jonah or something.
Okay. Thought you were going to blame me for being the
No,
Jew.
some dude named Jonah. No.
That's
I thought
Vlad
it was
in
Steve
the
Lobel.
paperwork.
Look, I thought it was Steve Lobel.
Okay.
I thought it was, but then...
Well, because Steve
Man, it was Vlad, man. Stop trying to pit it on Steve LaBelle, man. That was Vlad, man.
brought Big U to Vlad TV.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
have
were
a
close.
relationship.
Well, they were close at one time.
Yeah.
It could be on one of them.
But they saying it's some dude named Jonah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some dude named Jonah. You know this dude?
Nope. No.
Yeah, they said
But the
some
next
dude named
Jew
Jonah.
meeting
Man, that's one of Jonah's brothers. No, I'm just playing.
I go to, I'll bring
Hey.
it up.
Yeah, I was reading. I'm like, I was in my house, I'm like, this got to be Steve Lobel, but everybody's telling me it's some dude named Jonah.
It's a hard one for Officer Wack. He can't figure it out. He gonna get to the bottom of it.
That had been cooperating for quite some time, but this whole thing is
And you don't know him?
a little
Going on here.
funky, man.
Well, one of my members, WBH Radio, on the Vlad TV YouTube membership side, said, can you ask Wack about Jarvis Crittenden, who became a Crip after he joined the Lakers? Do you know about this?
I don't know Jarvis.
Man, you slipping on your pimping or you lying, man. Come on, man. You know everybody that's involved with anything. Come on, man. Stop it.
I looked it up. It's actually true.
But that happens with a lot of these dudes, like where dudes from the streets trying to get to, dudes that's on the other side of it, they go backwards. I don't know. It's something about ball players or basketball players, their infatuation with music, being rappers in the streets.
Yeah, hey, Mr. Potato Head Bobblehead got a point there, man. It's the first Mr. Potato Head Bobblehead. But, hey, he got a point. They go backwards. It's like when they get the money, they try to buy themselves into the streets. Like, come on, man. The only reason this street dude hanging with you is because you got the money. And you riding in the cars he never rode in before. He don't care nothing about you, man. It's weird to me, man, them dudes do that, man. Why go back if you never been there? These dudes going back and they ain't never been there, a lot of them. A lot of them make it out and go back. You know what I'm saying? Ain't helping nobody just hang around till somebody will come by and kill them. Straight up, man. Off of jealousy.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, bro. It's weird. It's a few of these guys that was,
Weird.
you know, ball players, but they wanted the street life. I don't understand why.
A lot of them ain't come from it, man. And when you ain't come from that life, man, if you talk to any, including me, any real street dude, they gonna tell you, man, boy, we don't want that no more, man. We done seen enough of that, boy. I remember looking out them project windows saying, boy, when I get older, boy, my kids ain't gonna never have to go through this. I swear. I remember smelling them pissy sidewalks, you know what I'm saying? Going to the mailbox, you know, they had your mailbox, everybody mailbox and a little thing, you know what I'm saying? Doo-doo, piss, all type of stuff, man. I remember them days, man. Come on, man. You can't be from this if you making a lot of money trying to get involved with this, man. You make money. If you're making money and you come from this, you ain't looking back, boy. I don't understand some of these dudes. For real, man.
It's crazy.
Real crazy, Mr. Bobblehead Potato Head.
No, I just
the best example of that.
I don't know. Was he doing street shit or he just yeah.
John Morant, was he fined again for that little gun thing? Like
I mean, bro, I'm just saying, like, you don't.
Dude, I don't know where John Morant come from, but it can't be from the hood, boy. And where's daddy at, boy? All them M's this dude getting, boy, I had a dude in the headlock. Boy, you make another, boy, I'm going to choke the life out you, boy. And for real, boy. For real, man, because I wouldn't let my son mess up. I know there's a lot of things be out of our hand when it comes to parents, But boy, I'd have been on him like white on rice. Boy, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, boy. He
You know
wasn't
what
gonna
I'm
mess
saying?
that. He wasn't gonna mess that up. For real.
So I don't know. Or maybe they were street dudes that made it. I don't get it. It's like, man, what are you doing?
I mean, how many rappers?
Allen Iverson.
I think he was a trendsetter for the.
Nah, Iverson, he just looked like the streets, but he went out here, toting guns and doing all that crazy stuff, man. And they had him on one charge, and he wasn't even the one that did it. When they had him before he made it famous with the white guys, they said he did something to him and stuff, and they locked him up and everything, almost messed up his career. But other than that, no, Iverson, man, hey, that's one of my favorite players, man. Vlad, I'm telling you, boy, leave him alone, boy. Leave him alone. He done been through enough. Leave him alone, boy.
For the streets though, I don't think Allen, but I don't think he was gang banging. Was Allen gang banging?
Man, that man wasn't gang banging, man. Come on, man.
No,
Vlad be trying to throw stuff.
Allen Iverson wasn't
He
gang
was a trendsetter.
Well, Vlad, tell you, if that wasn't you that said that, tell your man in the background, he just need to shut up, man. For real. He don't know what he talking about. For real. This dude,
But how many
Allen
rappers?
Iverson. He think every dude that look like they from the streets with braids or something, Allen Iverson. He call any dude that look like they from the street. That's stereotype stuff, y'all. For real. Iverson went on that.
Blood after they became rappers. We talked about the Chris Brown
Well, you
thing.
got to remember, bro, we still in
Lil
the era
Wayne.
where you need.
Vlad, you claim black after you became a podcaster, dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what you act like.
Needed the street cred. You don't need it no more. So I kind of understood it.
Vlad a real wigger.
Do you think right now you don't need it?
Hell no.
Huh? Explain.
Listen, this is real
Malibu
talk.
most wanted.
Right? All you got to do to all you young rappers who
Shut up,
really
man.
ain't from the
Nobody don't
streets,
want your advice.
go to Google, especially out in California. It'll show you where everybody neighborhood at and everybody parks they hang out. They got it red and blue outline. Get your little nerd friend at about between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. on a Friday or Saturday or Sunday. Fly your drone over the park. You get all your fights, the dice shooting, the Hennessy drinking. You'll get all you need. Go to your green screen.
Look, he trying to tell the police how to do it. Get your drone. He the one who came up with that drone stuff, I'm telling you, man. Fly it over there. You see what all them boys doing. I'm telling you, man, listen, man. I've been under investigation work. I've been an agent for a long time. I'm telling you what it be at. Now get the drone, fly it over there.
If you want to be on Crenshaw and Slauson, you can turn it into that. If your next verse you want to be on Rosecrans, you can turn it into that. If your next verse you want to be on Figueroa, you can turn it into that. And you just drop the different scenes from your drone from the different parks in your video.
See, that's what he do when he make them videos. On Pyro, I'm on the block right now. Ain't be nothing but a green screen, y'all. He telling you how he do it.
And to the rest of the world in Europe, you're that. You no longer need to go over here and meet the dude and get stamped and have to owe them something
Shut
for street
up,
cred.
Potato.
You don't need it. It doesn't have to be for real. It's all perception on what people see. How many times, Vlad, and you got an eye for it, how we looked on the video and knew that was Hollywood money?
What do you mean?
See, Vlad won't know what you mean. You the only one doing that. You the only one doing Hey, he the only one doing that, y'all.
Fake money. You see shit. Right. But to the regular person.
Bill Cosby, do you feel like he?
Hey, man. Hey, that's Mr. Potato Head. Take on whatever you had to take on. Listen, but check this out. We got Judge Joe Brown, man. We got Judge Joe Brown, man, and he talking about the Cosby case. But let's listen to him, y'all.
He got a fair shake or no?
No, he wasn't. I said from day one when they first got ready to charge him, I said
This is my nigga right here, boy. Joe Brown don't hold back, boy.
they can't. Because what went on is this one woman sued him civilly, and he properly expressed the Fifth Amendment. I have a right to be free from self-incrimination. You cannot compel me to give evidence against myself. Well, in a civil case, you can. The defendant can be required to give evidence against himself, but in a criminal case, he cannot. So what wound up happening is the district attorney, the elected district attorney, the office holder, committed to office through a very detailed letter. It said, we have absolutely no intention of prosecuting Mr. Cosby. He said, we've thoroughly investigated this matter and we found that there is no substance to it and the witnesses and the parties complaining are not reliable. So the civil judge said, okay, now since you have no Fifth Amendment liability, you have to give a deposition, where he never admitted committing any crime, but he did say they asked for drugs and I gave them the drugs they asked for, and sometimes we did have sexual activity.
Boy, they came and got billed for some stuff went down when the dinosaurs was around. Boy, they just didn't care. Boy.
Activity, sometimes not, etc. That's not confessing to the crime, but that does state the action that might be interpreted as a criminal action. Well, okay, you got somebody running for DA, and this person swore up and down that they were going to prosecute Cosby and they were not going to be held to what the previous DA had done committing to office, so they turned right around and used the civil deposition as evidence for the crime. And I said, they're going to do this. They can't. That's Fifth Amendment. There's no...
When we got real criminals out here running around, you know what I'm saying? People getting hurt, people getting killed, and they coming after this man for some stuff, like I said, went down, whether it's true or not, when the dinosaurs was around, man. Come on, man.
No way, no how. The office is bound. You cannot do that. And that's exactly what happened. On the appellate level, the state Supreme Court said the case is...
See, they go after black celebrity to get their little fame up, but they know they better not even blink, you know what I'm saying, the white celebrities way. They already know. They lawyers suit up, they ready. But they don't want to take them down anyway. It's an attack on us.
Is kicked. You can't convict him on that. That is too bad a violation of...
And that ain't no racial statement. It ain't got nothing to do with the people that, you know, the celebrities. It got something to do with the ones that want them to stay and want us to go. Yeah.
The Bill of Rights. The other thing is I talked to Dr. Cosby personally after he got out. He told me that he hadn't been in there a week when they approached him and said, if you'll just go along with this, we'll make sure you're out in a week or two. He said, no, well, I'm not going to confess to anything I did, not do. Yeah, they wanted the drugs, but there wasn't anything wrong, you know, with that. I didn't force them.
Bill say ain't nothing wrong with a legit freak off, man. Look, I ain't forcing them to do nothing. Yeah, they wanted the drugs. I had it all, man. The weed, everything, man. But I ain't force them, man. There ain't nothing wrong with an unforceful freak off.
They did what they wanted, and the woman in question, you got to look at her. She wasn't Miss Cutie Pie like she used to be. She looked like she'd been rolled hard and put away wet.
Hey, what he do? He talking about Janet? I'm telling you, man, all these, man, they were trying to get a money grab here, boy.
And it was obvious she was jump-starting her career with a bit of casting couch intent. Like this thing on Valentine's Day, she called him up, I think it was testimony 16, 17 times on Valentine's Day. That's inconsistent with what was going on. The judge lost control of his courtroom. His significant other wanted this prosecution badly, and he was letting the jury look from the floor above the courtroom down as topless women were running around talking about do Cosby in. There was communication back and forth between the sequestered jury and outsiders. He let his courtroom get out of hand where fanatical women were giving demonstrations. And as I said several times before, when you looked at the list of the people or the pictures of the people that were involved with making the accusations, well, guess what? They had done that casting couch thing with great enthusiasm, and apparently their casting couch performance wasn't much better than their professional performance. And they don't look like they used to because old age has settled in, but you know, that's just preposterous. It was a thing where they wanted to prove a point. and they had another agenda. Now, part of that agenda, I'll give you an example of it. They want to make a new felony rape category. It's called rape by seduction.
It's called freak off.
In other words, the way they say you're supposed
unwillingly freak off. That's what
to call
they try.
somebody up and say, hey, look, I'm kind of horny. You want to go out to have dinner this Friday, and if it's good, you know, we can get it on. Okay, fine. That's not how it works. But they want to make this a felony. If you say, hey, let's go out to dinner, you go out to dinner, it's a great night, good
Well, I feel sorry for single men, man. I'm glad I ain't in the field no more, boy. Boy, you gonna have to, hey, listen, y'all gonna have to start doing this. Y'all gonna have to start writing up contracts. All single men, please, go get you some contracts, man. And women, you probably need it too, because these men, they play the same game these women be playing these days. For real, man. Get you some contracts made up. Look, I'm allowing him on March 21st to kiss me. You know what I'm saying? So when March 21st comes, you have a date, time, everything. This is going to be a prepared kiss. I'm not jumping out. I'm not going to say, hey, man, look, boom. I want to surprise you with a kiss, so I kiss you. No, you can go to jail for that, fellas. You hear what Joe Brown said now.
Restaurant, the wine is cool, the conversation's great. It's spring or fall, you decide to go for a walk in the park and you hold hands and somebody says,
you're going to need a contract for that. You walking in the park, hey, listen, man, you got to schedule this stuff now, man. Look, Diddy done made a new law now. People going to jail for this stuff. Can't surprise your girlfriend with a kiss or a walk in the park, man. You got to have contracts for this stuff. Because she could say she didn't willingly want to walk in the park or give you a kiss. You just jumped out and gave her a kiss. And then when you get in court, what, you going to lie about it? Judge going to say, how you did it? Yeah, I seen my girlfriend. I'm like, oh, she looking so beautiful today. So I jumped out and I gave her a quick kiss. No, she wasn't expecting it. Okay, that's 10 years. You're gone. You'll be sharing a cell with Diddy.
Your place or mine, and you get to somebody's place and kissing and hugging and petting and all of that. It gets hot, heavy, and everybody gets all hot, wet, and bothered, and clothes come off, and you get it on. Is that rape? Of course not. That's human nature. But they
Judge came in that thing, denim down, baby. That's my dog right there, boy. Judge Joe Brown came in that thing, denim down, baby, with the Judge Joe Red hat on you, boy.
They want to make it rape because what they say is it's supposed to not happen because that's rape by seduction.
Big dog.
If you seduce somebody, that too is rape. So you're supposed to carefully ask and say, do you want to have sex? And if somebody says, let's have sex, then you can proceed.
Yeah, if you ain't married, you know what I'm saying? You got to get the contract. If you say, listen, you want to have sex? Okay, sign right here on the dotted line. You know what I'm saying? 2025, March, you know what I'm saying? Date, boom, boom, time, woo, woo, woo. Okay, sign right here. I sign. Okay, you ready to make love? Okay, sign this contract too. Before we start kissing or even touching each other, this is another contract. We have to have this stuff in place if we're going to make this work. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go further? Well, okay.
Hey, hooking up with somebody going to be a business now. It's going to be a business. You got a contract and everything made up, man. Just no more blind dates. They're going to have to be prepared. Listen, ain't no more blind date. Look, I went on a blind date one day. What people going to be saying, I went on a blind date one time and they blindsided me. Police jumped out from everywhere saying, hey, look, this is a blind date. You didn't see her first. You know?
And then
hey,
you're supposed
real, man,
to ask
crazy.
before you penetrate again and then stop in the middle.
Gonna be against the law to have a bunch of baby oil. Any kind of oil, too many oils in your house, Diddy done changed everything. It's gonna be too much now. You're too much baby oil, you're going to jail. Too much body lotion, anything oily, you're going to jail.
Is it all right to continue and then
laws.
stop and get a rich?
You can't even have too much Crisco oil no more. Now Diddy done messed up for all the oils, man. No African rub in your hair oil, rub down African scent oil, what they be selling on the corners and stuff. Can't have too many of them. Nothing with oil, man. I'm telling you now. Now, listen, take it for granted now. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you.
Statement is all right to finish, not quite literally, but just about that bad. which nobody would get laid and you wouldn't have any human beings floating around on the planet. That's not how we work. But these clowns want to make that a new felony category of rape by seduction. I mean, you kind of wonder what kind of sad, pathetic life do they have. And I look at it kind of another way. What do you see anytime you see a human? You see a successful screw. That's what it's all.
Look, man, if you plan on being successful these days, you just get a bunch of contracts rolled up, fellas, ladies, everybody you done did it with and, you know what I'm saying, had a relationship with, go on back and make them sign. It was willingly. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get big, they're going to come back 30 years later like Cosby. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come back and have you in court about some stuff that you don't know nothing about. Hold on, man. No, man, we willingly did. The judge ain't going to want to hear that. Then now you're paying $30 million for something that you should have get the contract now. I'm telling you, get it now. If you plan on being rich, famous, anything, go and get the contract.
All about. And a successful screw, 9 months later, something pops out what got screwed. And then it grows up and it has a successful screw and something else pops out. And that's why we have all these people on this planet and why we didn't all die out in the last ice age. But these clowns want to disrupt that cycle and say somehow or another what humans have been doing for the whole time we've been here is somehow wrong. Now, it just doesn't work that way. So again, this is a deviation from human nature, and these people are crazy. It's like, hey, man, have you ever had any, or are you playing 40-year-old virgin? And then you look at the stats. They're kind of depressing. Right now, for example, there are more virgins who are female 25, no, excuse me. There are more boy virgins 25 and under in America than there are girl virgins. So there are more girls 25 and under who have had sexual experience than boys. That's kind of crazy. 35 and under, there are more girls who have left home.
Hey, Judge, you need to go look at them boys, man, because there's a lot of funny bunny business been going on lately. That's probably why they ain't getting none from them girls, man. Y'all got to look into them statistics and all that stuff you're talking about, because them boys that ain't getting none, there's a reason why they ain't getting none. Now, y'all got to look into that. Now, there's a lot of funny bunny business going on.
And gone on their own, then they're all boys. Something's wrong with this. 2011, the Pentagon wrote all of these research papers, and they said, we can make you physically strong, but we can't make you mentally tough because you're not getting exposed to enough influence from real dads. 13 years ago, they said if you would put all ethnicities in the pot in America, 42% of the Americans 35 and under were born out of wedlock, and it's 82% for those who are 20 and younger. Where is this going? They noted that, and the facts are still consistent, only 28% of each year's high school graduates are boys. A lot of boys aren't graduating who should. Only 28% of the supposed graduates are boys. Only 32% of the college undergrads are boys. Only 36% of the college grad students are boys.
Man, ain't no hope for the future, man. We got to step up as fathers, man. These sound like a lot of little boys that need fathers in their life to push them, man, to make them go farther. For real, man. Because, dude, as y'all can see, man, these dudes on the corner, the street dude, all the, you know what I'm saying, that they walk around the corner when you ain't there and they picking up all they game from, you know what I'm saying, including me. I was like that. You know what I'm saying? My daddy wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Walk around the corner, get game from some dudes that really, if you think about it, only really a couple years older than you, but you looking up to them because they older, you know what I'm saying? But they don't really have the way. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have the knowledge. They out here just living on the edge too. So they telling you stuff, you know what I'm saying? Ain't never giving you the correct game. They giving you their game. And then you run straight into a brick wall, man. So, man, listen, I think that, the fathers need to step up more, man, and the women need to let them step up more, the ones that ain't. Because there's a lot of them that's letting them. And I put it more on the men, man, because y'all ain't, it's ways to be in them kids' life, man. You know what I'm saying? So even when you got them women that don't want to let you, man, now I understand some of the fathers that have no choice but to walk away because it's getting that bad. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, to each his own. But yeah, man, them fathers need to be in them kids' life.
And only 44% of the workforce are guys. And then for the last 50 years, we've had an official take your daughter to work week, but not one take your son to work week. So something's being done wrong to the boys that is keeping them from having
not having a father in their life.
mental toughness, which is impacting our defense posture. Now,
you got to think about it, man. Those boys start out life with pain, not knowing they daddy. And it don't hurt until, you know what I'm saying, you get to that position where you going to school and then you got father-son day and then you got football practice and basketball practice and you looking to the side and you see, you know what I'm saying, what you missing. You realize what you missing. Yeah, because your homeboy, they got their daddy standing right there next to him and you don't understand what's going on with your life. You get what I'm saying? And then you realize what you're missing. Then you start, you know what I'm saying, accepting game from anybody. Like any dude on the block, anybody that can't teach you nothing because they never taught themselves and they ain't never have a daddy like you. So it's like just trickle down, keep going, you know what I'm saying? It never stops.
that is some white papers that the Pentagon released 13 years ago. They can't take them back. They've been published. They don't want to admit that these things got said, but that's what's going on. And meanwhile, the Chinese military, the People's Republic, has the People's Army. They've got a man-up campaign. Russia won't let American citizens adopt their children anymore because they say, we don't want them to turn rainbow. Now, at least not encouraged to be this. So where are we going with this whole thing? What is this agenda? And then, we have this ideation, not where the young brother is, a hero, not where the young brother is a businessman. He's a pimp. He's running hoes. He's doing robberies. He's selling drugs. He's burglarizing. He's killing. He's doing all kinds of destructive stuff. We're glorifying dysfunction. He dresses like a garish clown so you can see him from 3 blocks away. He doesn't blend in. It's horrible. Now, I've represented some real live gangsters, and the best of them dress in suits and ties or sports coats, or they look like everybody else because they don't want to announce what they're doing. And then when I was practicing law, Lloyd Brown, they put a case on me. Well, man, it's 4 a.m. in the morning. You know you don't belong in that neighborhood. You and 3 of your homies are smoking dope in the car. You can smell it from 2 blocks away. You got your music
no guidance, just dumb. Telling you
blasting so you can hear it from 4 blocks away. 1 tail light's out and your registration's 2 months out of date. What the hell do you think's gonna happen? And all the neighbors are calling about the disturbance you're creating. No, they're not picking on you. See, don't get stuck on stupid. Start thinking wisely and think about where you're going with your life. That's what we need to do. We need to understand, young brother, it ain't about what you're trying to perpetrate, it's what you're really doing. Do you really have this job, or are you trying to act like you're something else? And are you trying to act like something else that's an asset to your community? Or are you cannibalizing your community? Do you look like a parasite that's living off of your community, not providing for your community? What the hell's wrong with you? Who are the grown men that set the image?
Exactly. See what I'm saying? Somebody got to teach. Somebody before us got to teach us, man. You know what I'm saying? Or it's going to go this way every time. Because most of the time when you come to the street, you're going to see this type of activity going on. This is what the guys on the streets live for. You get what I'm saying? It was a different time, and when like when Joe Brown came out the door, the gangsters had on suits. They was well dressed. You know what I'm saying? They conducted themselves right. But you know what I'm saying? It's a different time, and now when you go out the door now, the gangsters ain't like that. The gangsters is doing everything what he's talking about. You get what I'm saying? And so this is what the young people following. So you can't tell them nothing, man, because they feel this the way to go. They done been brainwashed and raised by the streets. So how can you tell them anything different? I know I was once that. It takes certain things to come into your life to make an impact to where you saying, whoa, I see the light now. And I thank God, you know what I'm saying, that happened to me. Like with kids, man, that'll change around too, man. I ain't gonna say do it for everybody, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own reason. The ones that did turn away from it, they had their own reason, man. And we thank God for that, because, boy, I couldn't see the light. You know what I'm saying? But he made me see it. And I thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? For real, man.
There and you listen to some young folk talk to you and say, wait a minute, I think I know what your problem is. Say, when you looked at somebody that actually had a job, he was slightly dirty, and you looked down on him, and you looked at Slick, who is all glammed up, you know, and he's got on a whole lot of this, that, and the other, a lot of bling, and he doesn't have a job, and he's living off your mama, and you want to be like somebody that's pimping your mama. And you know you've been listening when he comes over and deals with your mama, you've been listening to your mama talk to somebody else. Hey, I noticed the first of the month you got paid. All this good loving you done give mama, you ain't coming over here. You better, you know, I ain't giving all this away for free. And then they can hear what goes on through the thin walls. So it's really crazy. And now we have a national agenda where this stuff is not only just heard through the thin walls, it's being pushed right out in the open.
Yes, sir. The apple don't fall too far from the tree, y'all. For real.
Now, is that how you want your neighborhood to be? You want it like we go out here, you know, yeah, I always carry in Memphis. So I'm out here, you know, yea, though I walk through the alley in the shadow of death, I fear no evil, because I can do my John Wick out here. You know, other people are like that, but it's a dangerous place. And it's inappropriate for the neighborhood to be dangerous, where when you're a grandparent and you got your kids over, you put them in the bathtub to sleep, because you got this cast iron around the place, wrought iron. At least you get some armor for them. So if a bullet comes through the wall, you know, maybe they'll survive. You know, this kind of thing is bad, where, you know, you hit the news.
Only in our community.
They shot my baby down. They didn't need to gun him down. They could have just took him there. Why they need to put something there? And everybody else out there saying, good, they took him down. He's been making life hell around here. See, here we go again.
Come on now. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But, hey, boy, Judge Joe Brown be speaking that real, y'all. Let me know what y'all think of them comments, man. Hey, man, and hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? That help me get out there in that algorithm, man. If you really mess with your boy, hit that like button, man. And like. I said like. Well, share, subscribe. Because you rocking with the realest platform on the planet. Hood Talk News. I'm out. Yeah.
G-Track brought this beat to life.
Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we popping out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas on some love. Respected by the realest thugs. Never been a thug, but feel every thug needs some love. Caught up in the matrix, wrist shining like Mike Glove. Another 150, that big gon' shine like a light bulb. We gon' keep it slight, cuz any nigga might budge. He ran and got his fellas, cause he jealous and they don't like us. I'm trying to tame the beast and keep the peace, but they ain't right, bruh. They wanna start the beef from living life and they ain't like us. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it. My teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good. She consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. And haters wanna see us go, we poppin' out this bitch like a motherfucking TV show. More baddies than the baddies, and I ain't tryna get married on some upscale shit. And lil' mama a little savage, goddamn, can I grab it? I'm just playing, but can I grab it? They say the way I flip this money, I should be in gymnastics. Say the way I killed this beat, you should dead it in a casket. Watch the way I'm pulling up, matte black, so nasty. Slow mashing, I let them pull past me. Once I hit the gas, man, they know it's no catching. Competition waiting, faking, hating for no reason. All my competition might be dead or in prison. Now I see the vision, stay true to your religion. She made them catch the Holy Ghost, she popped it like a pistol. She made her spin up all his dough by acting like she miss him. Now he got issues, give his ass a tissue. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it. My teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room that sit up back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good. She consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it. My teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good. She consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good. She consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could.